Hey tubes, this is my 19 or let's say 2002 CR80RB. RB, the B means big wheel. It has a 19 front and a 16 rear, where the regular CR80R has a 14 rear and a 17 front, I believe. So that's a 19 front, and this is a 16 rear. I might have said 19 or 17, I can't remember, but it's a 19 for sure. So, how I got this bike is I traded straight up for my old XR100. If you look back in my channel history a little bit, you'll see a video that says huge grill guessing or something like that, and you can see the XR100. It's actually the thumbnail for that video. Traded straight up for this bike. It's pretty tall. I have 13 size boots, and that's, you know, it's pretty tall. It is a liquid cooled 82 cc motor with a Cahian round slide carburetor. I'm pretty sure the 85, one of the biggest differences is probably just this it's a flat slide carburetor with, it has this tank shroud coming from here to there on both sides. This side's just plain. So has one radiator on this side. Over here we got the kickstart, Procircut platinum exhaust, and silencer. Disc brakes, hollow axle for helps reduce weight. Call it hollow, probably dirt in there, but hollow swing arm pivot. The bike weighs in at 145 pounds, I believe, is what I read on the internet, and I'm 135 pounds, so the bike is just a little bit heavier than me. I made this chain roller right here out of a piece of rubber found in my brother's toolbox. So put a new clutch lever on it because the one that it came with was all bent. This is actually, I don't know what this clutch lever is for, but I had to grind it skinny or whatever right there. So this would be the clutch, kill button, throttle, and front brakes. It is a 6-speed transmission. Hydraulic disc brakes front and back. It has inverted forks for, you know, I've jumped this thing probably 3 times as tall as the bike sits. And when you land, it's just like landing on glass. It's like, you know, just really smooth. You know, these forks are, I can't remember, he said he just bought this bike, or he got this bike for his, he bought this bike for his girlfriend. There was $1,400 into it. Either as brand new, or these short forks are fully rebuilt. But if you look at it, to me, the sticker isn't scuffed up at all. They're really shiny. You know, there's some dust on them because I've been riding it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure these forks are brand new. Like, they clamp into this thing down here, but you can see there's a little bit of scuffing on that, so that's not new. I need to re-oil my chain. Turn the gas on so it can flow in. A little bit of mud in there. So it has like 12 inches of suspension travel front and back. Right here it says this bike is sold as is, no warranty, blah blah blah. So I can go ahead and start it up. Put the choke on. I always give my 2 strokes a little wimpy kick for the first kick, just to kind of, you know, give everything turning over, and then I'll start it up on probably the first real kick. So yeah, there it is. I gotta figure out how to mount my iPod in on my helmet or like the front of the bike or something, so I can go for a ride with you guys. This bike has 27 horsepower, believe it or not, too. Stock, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what it was. So can you imagine 27 horsepower on something that weighs 145 pounds? It's nuts. And then two-strokes, if you're not familiar with riding a two-stroke, they're completely gutless until they get to like 8,000, I'm guessing 8,000 RPM, and it kicks in, the front wheel pops up off the ground. So you have to shift high RPM or it's just like completely gutless. And you'll probably see what I mean by my next video where I take this thing for a ride. So subscribe if you're new, push the subscribe button down there. It's got a newer rear tire, pretty much new, or new front and rear tire. You can see the little indents are still in these little squares, and there's the paint is still on the back rear. See, it was all on there when I first got the bike. Now it's already worn off. I've only had the bike for a week probably. The engine is brand new Wisco crank and piston. So I don't have a stand yet, so I have to lean it up against something every time. But the silencer, you can see that it's new. It's focus. You can kind of see it in there. Doesn't need to be repacked anytime soon. Spokes are all tight. Engine's a little bit warm. You always want to let your two-strokes warm up for a while before you ride them. That wasn't even enough time to warm it up. And don't say I was revving it when it was cold, because I was only revving it that much when it can go all that much. I was only revving it that much, barely 8th throttle, just zoom, zoom, zoom. You kind of have to sometimes, or they'll clog up, like they'll get flooded out, fall out spark plug if you don't keep it revved up a little. Rear fender looks like it's a little crooked, but don't bother me. I'm sure it's been flipped backwards a few times. So here's my new bike. Another yellow sticker bike on the fender. My other bike said factory connection. This one says Procircut. So I should probably figure out how to tighten up this rear shock. There's the adjustment right there, and then I think that is an adjustment right there too, because it is a little soft. When I sit on it, it goes down probably 3 inches, but at the same time that's alright too, because it's 12 inches. So, alright, thanks for watching. This will be the first real walk around and startup. Last video was just a couple pictures of it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and watch the next video where I take you for a ride. Thanks for watching.